Everyone. Journal 38 today. First RZOX, day 12, 2023, midday. Forming connections. Hi, everyone. Earlier this morning, I wrote about the importance of forming meaningful connections. In the intervening hours, I've had some more thoughts, mostly about the neighborhood cat. Sometimes I'll give him food. I open the back door and put a pile of kibble on the porch. No matter how big or small that pile is, he'll eat every piece but one. A single piece always remains. Over the last couple of years, my experimental servings have made him pretty obese. Other times, I'll open the door and invite him inside, mostly during the winter. It's cold out there. Come on, Pigpan, make up your mind, I exhort after he's taken 2 steps inside and then stopped in the exact middle of the threshold. If I were to slam the door shut, it would cut him in half, and he just stands there with the cold wind racing in. So I start to close it on him, not like a guillotine. I do it slowly, gently, until he's being squeezed in the door jamb. That's when he completes his entry. But then he refuses to sit. He insists on exploring. So I have to follow him all over the house, making sure he doesn't shit anywhere or scratch any of the furniture, which remains pristine in the way that only a child-free, pet-free, hauntingly silent house permits. Most of the time, if I open the door and don't immediately put food down, that's what Pigpan does. But sometimes when I extend that invitation, he snubs me. He doesn't come halfway inside and stop. He doesn't move at all or even make eye contact. He sits snoodily, meowing in an expectant tone. He's not in this for the relationship. He's here for the food, between 2 and 800 pieces of it. That kind of rejection causes me to reflect on my writing and on the private, personal goals I harbor in my heart's marina. Deep down in my deep downs, what I'm hoping my writing does is open the door to people, invite them inside where it's warm. I'm not dropping bits of lit kibble on the porch at predictable intervals, releasing quarterly stories that are fit to a familiar structure. That feels like empty calories, mindless eating. It's not personal or memorable. It's just gluttony. Stouffer's in the place of Granny's familiar recipe, family recipe. That may be a hot meal, but it's not a warm one. In high school, my then best friend and eventually the best man at my wedding introduced me to the magic of r.e.m. That's when I came to appreciate the experience of an album, the whole thing. No skipping songs, no multitasking, no distractions or wandering thoughts. Headphones on, completely engaged, beginning to end. To this day, I find little satisfaction in entertainments that serve as backgrounds or accompaniments. What I value is the experiencing of one's experiences in the active. I don't want to passively hear an artless succession of predictable commercial singles. Similarly, I gave up bulk consumption of pop literature long ago, the kind of books that people consume like fiber. Nothing gets absorbed. After ingestion, it takes a couple of days to pass from recollection. Maybe I'm wrong, but how I perceive fiction today is the Stouffer's model. And that's not rewarding to me. I want Granny's dining room. So that's the experience I'm trying to create. I want readers to join me inside, even though I worry a little bit about people shitting in the house, like posting hurtful reviews about the experience after walking through it. But occasional scratches on the sofa are a small price to pay for real connection. By the way, Pigpan seems to have a pulmonary disease because we live in Stockton, California, where the very air you breathe is a poisonous fume. Okay, that's it for today. I think everyone, so this whole journal felt like they're little snippets that exist in other, journals. That's okay. But I think everyone knows the type of commentary I'm talking about. Like the callous posts that people will put online simply to get attention. And that's like an abusive relationship, for which the recipient can't file for divorce because they never consented in the first place to that relationship. So I hope, my hope of the day is that those people aren't in your life, and companionable people are, with nice, loving, tender comments in your life, warmth and all that. Okay, bye everyone.